You know, don't look at TikTok. And don't look at all these other people on YouTube saying, like, I was doing the Dougie by week 2. You may not be doing a Dougie by week 2, and that's okay. Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about my journey to getting my fibroids removed, how the procedure went, the before and after effects, and just some words of encouragement for any woman who's going through this, so stay tuned. So, first of all, let's start off by what are fibroids. Fibroids are tumors made of smooth muscle cells, fibrous connective tissues. They develop in the uterus. It is estimated that 70 to 80% of women will develop fibroids in their lifetime. However, not everyone develops symptoms or require treatment. So I found out in like August that I had fibroids. I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and my butthole was hurting. And I was like, why do I have so much pain in my butt? And I got up and I was like, okay, maybe I have to like try to use the bathroom or something like that. Like maybe I'm just backed up or something. And so I decided to go to the bathroom and I'm like, dang, it just hurts so bad. So I'm like, I took some medicine, I went back to sleep because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. When I woke up, the pain was even worse. So it was like slowly getting worse though. It wasn't like I woke up way worse. It was like slowly getting worse. On a Sunday, right? So as the day went on, I was just having so much pain, and the pain started to go to my pelvis. So basically like the whole bottom area of my pelvis and my butt was just in excruciating pain. Like when I walked, it hurt. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to convenient care the next day, which was a Monday, to see what's going on. And I already have stomach problems, so I'm assuming like, oh, they're gonna figure out what's wrong with my stomach. I've always had stomach pain issues. So we get to the doctor and they're like, oh, you need to go to the hospital. Like we think it could be your appendix. So I'm just like freaking out kinda, but not surprised. I'm like, well, I have stomach problems. So this maybe has been what's been bothering me all these years. So I go to the doctor. It hurts, like I said, it hurt to walk, to sit down, cough, anything. Like it was just so sensitive and so much pain. So I sat down and they gave me a pap smear because they did a different test. And they also gave me a CAT scan, and they did a pap smear and then a CAT scan, I think. One of the two was first. And so I'm just sitting there waiting for my results. Like, what the heck is going on? Why did they have to give me a pap smear? I mean, I guess I do have pelvic pain, so that makes sense. And they come back and they tell me that I have fibroids and that I had 8, and that I think 4 of them were the size of large grapefruits. And I'm gonna insert like a clip right here so that you can see how big they were. Humongous. And I'm just thinking like, what? I'm shocked, I'm stunned, and I'm in so much pain, and I'm like, I gotta get this taken care of. So I go to the doctor. I scheduled an appointment with my gynecologist, and what's crazy to this day is I go to the gynecologist very often. I don't go once a year. Like I go very often. Like I go at least like 3 or 4 times a year. You know, I keep up with my health, my women's health or whatever. And so it just baffles me that I've had these huge fibroids and nobody ever like knew. The gynecologist that I went to, that was my mom's gynecologist. So this was somebody new. This is somebody I never met with. And she's a Black woman. So she was instantly like, who have you been meeting with? Like, like thinking about my previous, we're looking at my previous history with my previous gynecologists, and they're like, what have they told you? And I'm like, since I was in high school, no, it was like high school or whenever, it was years ago, they told me I had ovarian cysts, and that with birth control that they would go get small and just go away. And so I'm like, so the whole time, these probably weren't ovarian cysts. These probably were fibroids growing and growing and growing. To the point where for 3 or 4 got as big as grapefruit. So she's basically telling me like, they're really big. They've been causing you a lot of pain and you need to get them removed. And the only way we can do it is a myomectomy because they're so big. That's the easiest way for us to cut them out. Because there's like laparoscopic if they're small enough, but my myomectomy is if they're big enough. So obviously I'm freaking out, but I'm like, well, okay, like, let's get it done. So I'm gonna read off some symptoms of uterine fibroids, and then I'll let you know the ones that I had. So the symptoms that I've seen are pain in the abdomen, lower back, or pelvis, abnormal menstruation, heavy menstruation, irregular menstruation, painful menstruation, pain during sex, bloating, lots of inflammatory pelvic pain. Now the ones that I had: pain during sex, heavy period flow, terrible period cramps. I had the worst period cramps ever. I would throw up. I throw up almost every time I have a period because the pain is so bad. I throw up every time. So after my doctor told me, like, basically you need to get in the hospital ASAP and we're scheduling you like a surgery right away, I didn't have any time to prepare. And not only that, but she made it seem like I would be getting in like in 2 weeks or so, but I had to wait a good like three and a half, which felt like forever. And I was doing nothing but looking up stuff over and over and over and over and over. Like, what am I gonna do? How's this gonna make me feel? Like, I'm scared. Looking up everybody's horror stories. And I would just say, like, looking up stuff is good, and definitely look up information of how to take care of yourself during your healing process. But as far as just stressing about what's to come, it's just no point. Like, don't stress about it, because I was more afraid of the surgery than the healing of the surgery, which boggles my mind to this day, because it's like any other surgery. Like, you're out cold and then you wake up. Like, so I had all of this anxiety about the actual surgery part. Nothing went wrong in that area, thank God. When I woke up in the hospital, I had a catheter in me, which I didn't know until like the end of the day, because I was really high off medicine all day. So I think I was just processing all day. I was talking on the phone with my friends and family and just processing. And I was high, so I kind of was fine. Like, I was good for a little bit. And I didn't know I had a catheter until the next day. I think I didn't know I had one, because that's when they were taking it out. And I was like, this is why I haven't had to pee all day? Like, I'm like, dang, girl, you ain't noticed you ain't had to pee or nothing. I didn't wake up in pain or anything, because like I said, I had a lot of medicine in me. But once the second day came, that's when I slowly started feeling pain. And they were giving me, what was it? It's like a very dangerous like substance that people lace pills with. If you put too much in something, you can die. That's the only way I remember what it is, because I remember, like, after I left the hospital, I was telling everybody what I was taking, and everybody was like, girl, you could die, you could have died. And I'm like, well, obviously nurses know what they're doing. Dang, I can't think of what it's called. They also gave me muscle relaxers because I hadn't pooped, and while I was in there, I was eating nothing but Jello. Now, with me eating nothing but Jello, because I didn't have like an appetite, I was scared to eat, I wasn't really that hungry, I threw up because the pain medicine, I was taking this very strong pain medicine, and eventually I threw up. And like, when I threw up, it wasn't that bad of pain, but it was like, oh, it's something going on. So the actual surgery, they do like a C-section incision, like in your pelvic area, like where you get a C-section right underneath your stomach. And it's about like, yeah, it's like as long as this pin, as long as this Apple pen, and it's thin, like pencil thin or whatever. And they go in there and they cut out the fibroids and they stitch you up. And so I had on like a girdle type thing that whole time I was in the hospital too, until it was time for me to take a shower and stuff, which that was scary, because she wanted me to take off my bandages and stuff in there. Now, not the taper, not the actual like little pieces of tape that are on your actual incision, those stay on for a few weeks, but this the actual big bandage wanted me to take that off. So I was in the shower for so long pulling that thing off because I was scared, but it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. Like I said, I had a lot of medicine in me, so it didn't hurt. honestly, I didn't really realize that the pain to come was when I got home. So the drive home hurt. And I had medicine in me, but it just wasn't hitting me the way that it should have. Like, I would feel more high than I don't know. I just feel like the pain was just, I'm gonna be 100, because I think all the videos that I've watched, everybody's just like, oh, I've been okay, oh, I've been okay. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. The pain was terrible, terrible. And this is not, I'm not saying this to say like don't get it done, because towards the end of this video, you'll see like I'm happy that I did it, but that was probably the worst pain I've ever felt and dealt with in my entire life. And I'll tell you why. So when I got home, I started off in my bed. Here's one thing, you don't know how you're gonna get comfortable. I was just out of it still a little bit, but walking up the stairs was hard. I had my dad got me home and was helping me with that, and then my grandma would come visit me like every day for like at least 2 weeks. I think she was here, coming back and forth. But sleeping was hell. You sleep on your back the whole time. I'm not a back sleeper, so now I can sleep on my back. I've never been a back sleeper because of sleep paralysis. I would always get bad sleep paralysis, but no, I grew accustomed to it. Like now it's like now I can do it and I don't think anything of it. But I was a stomach sleeper, so it was very hard for me to just, I want to say like I didn't get a lot of sleep for at least like 4 weeks. Like I didn't get a lot of sleep at all because I wasn't comfortable. I didn't even find like a comfortable position until I decided to move to my couch. And I have a sectional, so I was on like this L part of the couch. And that's when I finally found a comfortable space to sleep in. And I was basically confined to my couch for like a month. Like I slept on my bed for at least a week. And then like the second week on my bed, on the couch. That's because I like sleeping in my bed. I really like sleeping in my bed. So I was just like, no, like I want to be able to sleep in my bed, but I just couldn't. One of the nights I slept in my bed, like I would put pillows on the side so I don't roll over because you can't sleep on your stomach. And I woke up and I was on my stomach. But I guess I was just so exhausted that I rolled over. And I woke up in so much pain, like mentally, physically, that was a lot. Like this whole process was just a lot. It was very stressful. I'm a very independent person, as most people are. Like you don't realize how much you are used to doing things on your own until you can't do them. Like I couldn't go get in a shower without somebody being here. I could bathe myself, but I just needed help getting in my shower. I couldn't just walk and go to the kitchen or get in my car. I could really walk to go from room to room, and my apartment is very small. Like, so I definitely like cried a lot in the beginning. I was always calling somebody, crying about how I just can't do nothing for myself. I can't walk. I can't laugh. I'm a loud person. Like I can't be myself because it hurts. And so by week 2, I ended up getting a head cold, which was considered normal because when your mouth open during surgery for so long, you're compromising your immune system. So I developed a head cold. So for a good week and a half, I was coughing. Coughing plus an incision is very painful, y'all. Like pain. It was terrible. It was very, very bad. Like I am here. Like I don't know, the videos that I've watched on YouTube, I don't know if people are talking, like a lot of people were like, well, I was good by week 2, or I started feeling like myself by week 2. I did not. That shit was painful. I didn't start feeling good for at least 4 weeks. For at least a month, it was not, like I didn't start feeling small steps of progression until like week 3. That's what I would say. And even week 3 was still painful. Like there was no like, I used to watch people. I remember I saw a TikTok. I might insert it here. There's a TikTok of this girl who got a myomectomy surgery and was dancing, talking about God healed me. I'm feeling good. And I'm like, you don't hear me up there? Because how's she dancing? Because I'm like, this is not realistic. You're dancing. Like I was hurting. And I thank God for my support system, because you need a support system for this. Like if I didn't have anybody helping me, I probably wouldn't have showered for a month. No cap. Like I probably maybe like 3 weeks, I wouldn't have did nothing for myself. I probably wouldn't have ate. I would have been starving on this couch because getting up hurt so bad. Anybody who would come to visit, we used to have to tell me get up just to like go to the bathroom or anything like that. My first poop and pee, painful. Pooping didn't start feeling normal until like, I would say pooping got normal like after like 2 weeks, maybe like a week and a half. Painful. Like, I really realized how much you use your stomach and pelvic muscles. You use it for everything. Anytime I had to get up, I was getting up like this. I could insert clips of me walking. I was walking like 2 miles a minute, and also with walking, I was extremely tired. Like, standing up, I would be tired. If I was like, if y'all could see, like, you can kind of see it here. This is my couch right there, right here. Not this room behind me, but the one next to it is my bathroom. Like, that's not far. I would be out of breath walking to my bathroom, walking to my room, which is right here. Very painful. And I was basically confined to my house for like 4 weeks. Like, I didn't go outside until like week 4. Week 2, I did go outside, but it was for a checkup. It was for like a follow-up appointment, and she took my bandages off. And I can insert some progression pictures from that too. But it's a lot of pain. So what I'm gonna say to you ladies is pack some Miralax. Make sure you're communicating with your doctor and saying like, I need more pain medicine. And if you're hurting, like, and also like take your time and realize this is gonna be a process, but it's not a hopeless one. Like, I prayed a lot through this, and it's not a hopeless process, but you're gonna kind of feel like, I'm never gonna get better, and you will get better. It's just gonna feel like you're not, but you will. Like, I would wake up just crying, like, what? Because it's not that I'm an impatient person, which I am, but it's just like, what? Everybody that I was watching said after week 1 or after week 2, they feel better every day. I didn't get that same feeling. And it may be different for you, but this is my truth, and I was not feeling good. It was painful, very painful. Couldn't do nothing for myself. A big struggle. By week 4, my friend took me to the park, and we just walked around. No, we didn't walk around the park. We walked to a park bench, and I could walk. It wasn't too painful, but I could walk. Yeah, I'm gonna insert a clip here. And we sat down, and I sat on the park bench with no shade. I was like, we need to sit in the sun. When I tell y'all, the sun made me feel so much better. It like felt healing. I was in this house for 4 weeks with no sun, just my sunlight on my window. And it just felt so good to have fresh air. You know, like, people talk to you and they'll say, you should be chilling. Like, this is your time to relax. I'm not chilling. I'm not enjoying myself laying on my back all day because I literally can't do anything else. This isn't a vacation. Like, I'm in pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel lonely. I feel confined. Like, I feel, you know, like, it doesn't matter if my friends or my family or, you know, people, when they came to visit, it felt good, but it was just like a reminder, like, I can't get up and go do it myself, or I can't leave this place or whatever. So I would definitely say, like, you gotta check in with your mental health, you know. And, you know, for the supplies, like I said, I would have Miralax, lots of water. If you get a head cold, get the Benadryl. Benadryl has like a sinus brand. I was like, my dad literally every day was bringing me different types of cold medicines because I just wasn't getting any better. And like I said, coughing with incision was very painful. And so then he would bring me Mucinex, Robitussin. Like, I literally had every cough medicine you could think of. He would bring every day to try to see how I can start feeling better. And he ended up getting me the Benadryl decongestion stuff. I was good by the next day, and I got better, and I was good. I ended up not having to take it. I took it for like 2 days maybe, and I was straight. Also get postpartum panties. Ones that they give you at the doctor I feel like are way more comfortable, but the ones I got from Amazon were good enough, and I wore those every day until I didn't have to, because when you put on clothes and stuff, like, you don't want nothing on your stomach. It just hurts. It just hurts. So I would have those on. They're so thin and airy that just to have something on was good. And yeah, like, you can't wear, like, it don't matter what you have on. If I had on sweats, it still hurt. Like, everything hurt. So yeah, definitely have those. Oh, gas X. Y'all, if it's one thing you need that you never want to forget, is gas X. That gas pain is a mother. That gas pain was terrible. It hurt very bad. Gas pain is the worst. Then get gas X. That's all I'm gonna say. Get gas X. I just was like, what am I doing? Like, I am on this couch every day doing the same thing every day. I can't do nothing for myself. I'm in pain. When am I gonna ever see the end of this? But opening up myself and allowing people to help me and to just slowly, like, speak more positive about my situation really helped. On the actual incision, like, I felt a lot of burning pain. You know, like, just getting up. Like, every time you get up, it hurts. Like, it feels like, because I'm not, like, a big person. I'm a very small girl. I don't have, like, a huge gut. But I would imagine, like, how somebody feels if you lift up a big gut and you drop it. That's how I felt every time I would get up and stand up. Like, it just felt like I was pulling on it every time I got up. It was just, so that was very painful. It hurt to touch. My stomach hurt to touch. Just lots of pain, but here I am today, looking cute and healthy, because this is what I'm gonna say, it was worth it. Like, I'm hoping it was worth it. No, it was worth it. The pros that I'm seeing, I'm still in a healing process, that I would say, because my doctor said even though after your 6 weeks you're technically, like, healed and you can go to work and stuff, or you can have sex or do whatever, she told me for at least 6 months though you're still gonna, you know, you're still healing. Like, my incision is still numb, like the actual incision area, because, like, for a while, like, the whole area is numb, and then slowly it stops being numb, but the actual line where my, like, wound is, and it's gone. Like, it's just a scar now, but it hurt. It's still sore. Like, it's still like, not sore, but numb. The nerves are still kind of numb, and sometimes it does hurt. My 6 weeks ended October 8th, and it is November 23rd. So yeah, like, I'm not in pain or like that, but sometimes it'd be like, just like pinching a little, like, if I don't just like grab on my stomach or nothing like that, like, so it does hurt, still hurt sometimes, but not painful. Like, I don't know how to explain hurt. Like, I don't like to say hurt because it doesn't hurt. Like, I'm fine. Like, I can wear anything I want to wear. I'll even show you guys how I looked for my birthday. Like, I was back being a bad gal, but, you know, I got through it. And this is what I'm gonna say to you, you're gonna get through it. Like, it's gonna feel like you're not, and it's gonna feel like I'm never gonna get better. You're gonna go through all your Instagram pictures, all your old videos on your phone, and be like, how was I walking and laughing and talking? I don't even see that for myself. And I'm walking, laughing, talking, and doing whatever. So here's the part where I like, and here are the good things that came out of my fibroid surgery. So for one, I don't bloat bad anymore at all. Like, average human bloating maybe, or average woman bloating, like if I'm on a period or something. But I don't bloat bad anymore. Like, I can eat something and my stomach will still look the exact same, unless I obviously ate a lot or something. But I had bad bloating problems before. I don't anymore. I'm back to being able to maintain my weight. Like, my weight used to fluctuate and stuff, but it's been like a month, and I need to get back to eating healthy. I don't really eat that healthy, but my weight is still stayed the same. It doesn't fluctuate anymore, and I can maybe show you how I looked before with the stomach and after. So maybe a little bit of weight loss in it. I would say, like, I lost like 5 pounds during healing, gained in 5 pounds right back, but I didn't really care because it was just 5. But I gained it back because I was just back to eating normal and living my day-to-day life. But I mean, my weight's maintained, though. It's not, it's the same weight. Period cramps. I still get cramps, but the cramps last, so let's say it's my first day of my period. Back in the day, I would be cramping for like a whole 24 hours, a whole 48 hours, a whole 72 hours. Now, on my period, my first day, I'll cramp. Like, let's say I wake up and I start cramping, I take some medicine and then I won't cramp for the rest of the day. Like, I don't cramp all day anymore. My periods are light as a feather. I never had light periods in my life since my first day of ever getting a period. I've never had light periods, and my periods are light. I love that. Do you have pain during sex? No. It don't hurt anymore. You know, don't look at TikTok. And don't look at all these other people on YouTube saying, like, I was doing a Dougie by week 2. You may not be doing a Dougie by week 2, and that's okay, because you just got a major surgery, and they just cut layers into your body. Cut through a lot of things, you know, to get to what they need to get out, you know, so be patient with yourself. Yeah, that's my story. It has taken me a while to get back. It did take me a while to get back to normal living, like getting on YouTube and stuff, like feeling back motivated to like do things in my life. Was a little hard because for 6 weeks I wasn't doing anything towards my creativity, so it was kind of hard for me to get back that motivation. And just feeling like yourself and wanting to put on cute clothes again and stuff. Like, I wanted to do those things, and I was doing it, but I was just like, I need to get back into feeling like that girl, you know. It was like a little challenging, but all in all, I would say this was worth it. Get it done, ladies. Get checked out and get the answers you need, and keep asking. If you have any of the symptoms that I mentioned, go get checked out. Go find a second opinion, because you could very well have fibroids that are so small that you won't even need a myomectomy. Not all fibroids need a big surgery like that. They have other procedures that are a lot smaller and a lot less invasive. So catch it early. I do have fears sometimes that mine are gonna grow back, because I said it's like a 30% chance. And I have fears about it because I'm like, I don't want to experience this again. And I know there's people who've like, oh, I've done this twice. I've done this 3 times. I'm like, I don't want to be that person. So I'm definitely been trying to look up more holistic ways to keep them down. But yeah, y'all, that's my story. That's what's been going on. And just want to say thank you to my family, my friends, for being there for me through that. And, you know, God is good. I'm healed. And I am able, look at my legs is moving. I'm back. You know, I'm good. I'm straight. And this is an example. Like, you're going to be fine. You're going to get through it. It's going to feel like you're never going to get through it. You're never going to heal. I'm never going to be walking, talking, dancing, laughing, traveling again. I'm back like I never left. And I love it. And I'm blessed. And I don't look like what I've been through, you know? So. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And comment down below your process, what you went through, and any advice you have for the next woman. Talk to you guys later. Bye.